Hi there, I'm Dr. Rainbow. Thanks for joining me today. I am a doctor of psychology. However, that is not the focus of this video series that I decided to create. Rather, this is an invitation to join me on my own personal wellness journey. So, thanks for being here. I've decided to make this vlog to document my process, the ups and the downs and the challenges and the wins and the successes. And I'd love to find out together what works and what doesn't work. And hopefully, this could be supportive for other people out there that are wanting to make some changes in their day-to-day lifestyle. So, just a little background is that over the past 3.5 years, I have really struggled with my health and my wellness, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, across the board. It's been a very challenging chapter of my life, and I have finally landed in a place where not only do I feel more able to address my basic needs, but I've gotten to the point where I need to address my basic needs. And yeah, it really doesn't feel like an option at this point. So I am dedicating the next year of my life to doing this vlog of this journey of getting my health and my wellness and my general well-being, energy, spirit, all of the above. I'm gonna do the work to tend and nurture those things to bring myself back into balance and vibrancy. And it's going to be challenging. So I am grateful that I made the choice to share this journey with you, both in the hopes that it can help other people, get some ideas of strategies that they could try. And also, just to feel validated in that it is hard to figure out how to tend to ourselves and to figure out what our resistance is and what our barriers are, and to be kind and gentle and supportive with ourselves during this process. So, yeah, it's hard, and we have capacity to do it and to figure it out. And like many things in life, I believe taking care of ourselves is supported by community. So if nothing else, if you don't learn anything from this, I hope that you feel less alone in your own personal experiences and challenges. So that being said, this this video process, is also in a big way for me. I think it's going to be really neat to look back a year from now and to see where I was and how far I've come, and to get to have a deeper appreciation for the journey, being able to look back on it in maybe a little bit more detail. Memory is a funny thing, So it's also going to be supportive as a way to hold myself accountable. I'm holding myself accountable to you and to my future self, which is a tool that I like to use, a strategy, and a relationship, more than anything, relationship with my future self. So this is an accountability tool, an accountability practice. And I'm also kind of like tricking myself in a way through this process. And I'll explain a little bit more. It has always been so much easier for me to show up for others than it is to show up for myself. And I might not be alone in that, especially if you work in a helping or healing profession as I do. And I definitely believe that is related to my K2 in Libra, which is an astrology term. K2 is the South Node. And I am actually in my Rahu maturation period. And Rahu is your North Node in astrology. That's like what you're here to figure out and work on. So I'm here to figure out and work on my Rahu in Aries, and that is going to require me to focus on myself and do for myself rather than doing for others. However, by doing this video series, I am kind of tricking myself into showing up for myself as a way of showing up for you. So thank you for supporting me in this and joining me in this journey. So I am going to hop on here most every day and focus on different things, and it's going to kind of unfold pretty organically. I don't have a plan. So that's great because, life. We can have all the plans in the world and then life, right? So we're going to learn to roll with the punches. That being said, to get us started, to share the lay of the land here, I have made some menus / categories of things that are important to me that I am going to figure out how to prioritize in my daily life. So first we have the basics. I'm thinking you can see this here. Basics: hydration, sleep, lymph massage, and eating 3 meals a day. I can tell you right now, the hardest thing on this list for me right now is 3 meals a day. Hydration's pretty good. Sleep, not ideal, but I think that the more I focus on the other things, the sleep is going to work itself out some more. Lymph massage is iffy, really based on sleep and time. But the 3 meals a day, I feel like, is a baseline thing that I am prioritizing over other stuff because I need that nourishment in order to do the other things. And that's really challenging for me because it's requiring grocery shopping, planning, meal prepping, and initiating those tasks. So that's like the one that I'm really going to try to focus on the most to begin with. Here are my other categories. We have the mental, emotional, spiritual realm, so important, and also really impacts us physically. Journaling, meditation, prayer, music, and nature. And these can all look like a lot of different things. So on different days, we'll go more in depth with what versions of what I'm most excited about. And we'll try some new things too. Movement. I can tell you, movement's really, really challenging right now. And I'm really hoping that if I can get the eating down, that will really support this to start happening, because it's not happening right now. But here is my movement menu. We have exercises, which has a sub menu that's on the wall over there. I've got the exercises written down, but I haven't done them yet. So I have exercises, yoga, biking, swimming, walking, hiking, jogging. Basically any movement is going to count right now. And then we have therapies. These are some, for me personally, areas that I really need to do some work on. So I have finally started working with a speech therapist, returned to my pelvic floor therapist. I am starting physical therapy specifically to support my breath, to support my speech. Yeah, that's a whole nother rabbit hole we can go down another day. And then somatic exercises. I am a somatically trained therapist and somatic experiencing practitioner. And I am really wanting to deepen my own practice with somatic exercises specifically for moving trapped energy, trapped emotion, trauma that my body has been carrying. Some just from the past 3 years that have been really challenging, and some from, all the way back to childhood, or who knows, even beyond. So those are my categories. You'll notice 4 different categories and 4 different colors. So here I have my calendar where I'm going to be tracking. So today is August 16th, I think, and I have done my lymph massage today, my pelvic floor therapy, and my speech therapy. So those are written in that day, color coordinated. And to begin with, my idea is to, or goal, idea, possibility. It would be really cool if I had one of each color on every day. That would be really neat. So August, I'm just kind of getting into things. September, I'm going to be away the first 2 weeks and not tracking these things as I'll be in the forest. And then, but yeah, the rest of September, wouldn't it be cool if every day for the rest of September had one of each color? Because here's the thing, that's a great list. These are great lists. Those are long lists. And we have busy lives. We have other responsibilities to tend to on the outer circles. Ourselves, our body, our spirit is kind of the center. But then we have these growing circles that also require tending. So that being said, we got to be real with ourselves. Is it likely that I'm ever going to do everything on all of those lists in one day? Probably not. But I can do a lot more than I am doing now. And that is the goal. So thank you so much for joining me with my very first video to set the lay of the land for this journey. And I hope that you'll hang on for the ride. And please feel free to comments, questions, support, cheerleading, all welcomed. And thanks again. Mahalo.